Okay, Chad, what does this injury news do to Embiid's draft value?
Well, until we know the extent of the injury, which is Agent Arntellum is telling us we should know tomorrow, it's a little bit difficult to speculate. There's talk that he's still running, that he's still moving, that maybe this isn't such a big injury. The fact that they have a number of doctors combing through this right now, that the injury happened a couple of days ago and they still don't have definitive word, raises eyebrows. If it's serious, he slides. There's no way the Cleveland Cavaliers or the Milwaukee Bucks, or I think the Philadelphia 76ers, take Joel Embiid if this foot is broken, if there's a stress fracture, if there's something like that. If it's less serious, then I think they have a very difficult decision to make. You're always concerned when you're drafting a potential franchise player when you have injury red flags, and obviously the back was one, though he went through physicals, and I think the Cavs and the Bucks and other teams were comfortable with where his back was, but now the foot comes out, and it just raises enough questions, and there's so many other good players in this draft. I think he slides, but until we know definitively what is wrong with his foot, it's tough to speculate how far he slides in the draft.
I think, though, you're right on point, though. All these injuries now adding up, different parts of the body. Why would a team take a chance? So that being said, Cleveland Cavaliers sitting up there on top with the #1 overall pick. Serious or not, which direction do you think they would go? Who else is out there that could help that team?
Well, it's going to be Jabari Parker or Andrew Wiggins. Those are the two obvious ones. They've tried to get Dante Exum in, though Dante Exum's a point guard, and they have Kyrie Irving there. I think that's an unlikely scenario. You had Wiggins in there on Wednesday, Jabari coming in tomorrow for that workout. If you're going by what they need, and that's a player that can help them right now, Jabari, I think, is the obvious choice. However, Wiggins might be a better fit long-term because of his defensive ability. You had a bunch of gunners on this Cleveland Cavalier team next year, and that's what Jabari is. What they need is defense and athleticism. I think it's a tough choice because they were strongly leaning towards Embiid with the #1 pick before this news came. But I would lean towards Jabari Parker right now at #1.